So this time around, Sophie and Toffee are doing something a little bit different and they're letting us try out their mold making kit. Now, as far as I know, we haven't had anything like this before. As long as I've been doing this, which is a long ass time, they haven't done that. So I'm excited to show you what is inside. I'm also excited to show you that I now use chalk pens instead of chalk. So now my clapperboard looks that much better. Hey guys, it's your girl Ayesha, and I'm excited to show you what is inside of the August Elves box from Sophie and Toffee. It is a little bit different. I have to say, I was slightly surprised by some of the items that are in here. I was also slightly surprised by some of the items that are not in here. So we will talk about that in just a moment. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Ayesha. You can call me Ayesha Shasha. I am your crafting kawaii sister. I like to make things that are cute and kawaii. And you know, I just basically, if it's cute, I'll have it. Okay. So if you love that kind of vibe, make sure that you definitely do stick around. Now, let's pop open the box. Now, first and foremost, the theme. I mean, I already knew that it was going to be mold making. I knew this already, but I didn't know if there was going to be a theme for the molds per se. I didn't know if you had to like make the acrylic blanks yourself somehow. I don't know. I didn't know. So I was a bit surprised when I saw that the theme was Japanese wind chime mold making box. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't expect it to be that. So this is the beautiful booklet that comes with it. We will look into that a little bit later on. Now, when I first saw this, I was a bit like, why is there just like a sheet of paper here? But it's not that. It's actually your sticky plastic stuff. And this is what's going to be the backing for your silicone molds. Okay, I will explain more in just a moment. You also get 4 cookie cutters. Now, this is not to be used for baking because we're going to be using it to pour the silicone in. Okay, so if you want to use them for baking, don't also use them for this sort of project. Pick either or, okay? One or the other. But they are a very nice size. I'm happy that they're giving us a decent size for them. And of course they are completely reusable. But I would say if you're, as I said, if you're gonna do resiny stuff or silicone stuff with them, just stick to that. Don't go mixing this up with food as well. Now you get 4 little pigments here. I don't know, like I kind of don't really like the way that they've been presented. I don't know if that's just me, but like I feel that it would have been nicer if they were in like their own special sort of like properly labeled pot. So at first I was a bit like, oh, how come that it's just like that sort of thing? But you know, I get it. You only need a teeny tiny bit when you're adding this to silicone because it will really spread. So you know, they might have just like had different like pots of pigments and just wanted to just scoop out a little bit and put it inside of each little jar. But I think it would have been nicer if they all had their own like individual labeled pots, you know? So you get red, yellow, blue and white. The white is obviously there so that you can mix up, you know, like a pastel pink or a pastel blue or a pastel yellow. So I'm happy about that. Next, you've got your holographic symbols. Now here, we've got some really cute little kitty cat faces. One that looks a little bit like a panda, a little bit. And you've also got some really nicely written Japanese symbols for stuff like prosperity and good luck and that sort of thing. Inside of the booklet, it does actually show you which one means what, so don't worry if you don't know how to read Japanese. So it does come with a protective sheet there so that that bit there doesn't get all like scratched up from the adhesive on the packaging, but they are absolutely beautiful. Really, really, really pretty. You also get some shaker film here that actually has the designs of some of the acrylic blanks already drawn out for you on there. So that is definitely really, really handy. Okay, next we have the acrylic blanks. So what they've done is they've designed some Japanese themed acrylic blanks here. This one I think might be Mount Fuji with a sun setting behind it. That could actually look really pretty when it's done up nicely in resin. We also have the blank to put the little cute little kitty cat face on as well. We have this adorable little doll, and when you actually put it down on the table, it kind of like rocks. It's really, really sweet. And then we have one that I think looks a little bit like a gift tag, and this one can be done as a shaker. We then have this one here, which is kind of like a, well, just like a sort of generic semicircle shape, I suppose you could call it. So that's just for you to put whatever in at your leisure. You can also make this one here into a shaker. And we have a tiny little bar here as well. This can be used either to make little dangly bits or as a stand as well. Last but not least, we have my favorite, which is the Sakura. It's so lovely. It's the perfect shape. Very, very happy that we got this one in the box. Last but not least, we have the silicone. We have pink and we have white, and you mix them both together in equal parts. I'm hoping that it turns the molds pink. I'm hoping. That would be nice, but if not, then we have got the pigments there for that. But yeah, I am really looking forward to working with this. I'm really glad that they gave us a translucent mold maker, because I use a lot of UV resin, and obviously UV resin can't really be used in opaque molds. It's better to use it in translucent molds. So that is really good. I actually had my first interaction with the 2-part silicone for making molds just a couple of days ago, actually. I had to make a little Care Bears brooch, and I decided to use a cookie cutter and a cookie stamper and make my own mold out of that. I was very nervous about it. It was my very first time, and it actually came out quite all right. So I'm hoping that this comes out well as well, especially now as I've just told you that. So yeah, so this better come out well. Now, my issue is, I feel that they should have given us some cups, because I think that silicone tends to stick to silicone, so I don't know how well that it would be mixing up this in a silicone cup. So I feel that some little plastic cups would have been nice to include inside of the box. Maybe a little bit of glitter as well, maybe a little bit of resin as well, just so that you can kind of like make the whole thing. I mean, I know that like the focus of this was to make the molds, but for people who might not have this box already, or might not already have like a stash of resin at home, it would be nice to be able to include some resin in this box so that they can actually make a finished piece at the end of it. I'm also quite surprised that there are no chimes in the wind chime box. I would have thought that we would have gotten some little plinky chimes in there, and maybe some string to actually make the wind chime. That would have been really nice. That would have been a nice touch, but we didn't get any of that. So if you're looking to make wind chimes, you got to buy your own chimes. But that being said, I still think that it is a wonderful box, and I think that it's a really cool skill to be able to have, to make your own molds. And it's something that, like, if you are into doing like resin crafts and stuff, that you should definitely learn how to do. I mean, I've put it off for so long just because I've been scared. But there really is nothing to be afraid of. It is fairly simple to do. But yeah, I would definitely recommend giving this a go. Start off with something small. Even if you're just literally casting this little one, start with something small if you've never done it before, and then sort of work your way up. But yeah, I really like it. Right, now just having a quick flick through the book, just making sure that I did actually get everything, and that I wasn't supposed to get some chimes and just didn't get them. No, definitely got everything, no chimes included. Okay. So your Japanese symbols. So we have ones that mean to bring luck, also love luck, excelling in your studies, and protection of all sorts. Prosperity, longevity, victory, and luck. Excellent, very good, good, and lucky. So there's lots of different ones in there, and I'm really glad that they put this in inside here, because obviously not everybody can read Japanese. So that is very, very helpful. And there's also some sort of inspiration there as well for you, just in case you're a bit like, I don't really know what to do. They give you some inspiration there on the side. Congratulations to the winners of the board game mold competition, who are Simply Charming by CG, Jennifer Boy, Our Mystical Crafts, and Resin by Dreamer. Some amazing work. Oh my goodness. That's really, really, really amazing work. Oh my gosh, like just so well done. Like really nice. I didn't even make a board game. I made an eyeshadow palette, a magnetic one with a big fat unicorn horn on the top because I'm extra. And last but not least, I have to say, even though we didn't get any wind chimes, we didn't get any string, and we didn't get any plastic cups, what I hope you all got, because I certainly got it, was an abundance of oh my god, so many. I was very, very happy with that. It was actually the first thing that I noticed when I opened the box. I was like, oh my god, the amount of packing peanuts. Like, obviously, Sophie and Toffee, you've been hearing my plea for more packing peanuts. Thank you so, so much. They really come in handy whenever I need to send anything, so that's great. So in terms of ideas for this box, now, I kind of don't want to make a wind chime set just because I very recently did something with the Hamza hand mold, which kind of resembles a wind chime because I had the bezels sort of like coming from the bottom of it, and it kind of looks a little bit wind chimey. So I feel like I've already done that. So what I might do is maybe make a nice set of magnets, because I don't really do anything magnetic, like at least not anything small. I mean, obviously I just told you I just made like the big magnetic eyeshadow palette box, but like little magnets, I don't really do that. So I might make something like that. I also might do something Cardcaptor Sakura related, because has to be said, I'm slightly obsessed. I started watching it in like June and I'm already on like the second movie. I am so obsessed with that anime. It's perfect for me. And seeing as we have a beautiful Sakura blank here, I feel it will be rude not to do something Cardcaptor Sakura related. So yeah, you might have to expect something like that from me. But I really, really do hope that whatever I do make, you will enjoy and you'll be able to hopefully learn something from as well. This is new for a lot of us. You know, this is a new thing for me. It's going to be a learning curve. But hey, I hope that you guys are all here for the ride. So there you are, my darlings. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really can't wait to get started with it. I'm very intrigued to see how their mold making silicone actually works. I cannot wait. If you are loving this video and thinking, do you know what, I actually might get involved with Sophie and Toffee, I do have discount links in the description box below, so please go ahead and check those out. Also in the description box below is my merch store. You can go ahead and have a little look at that. Grab yourself a nice little t-shirt if you fancy it. Or if you are brand spanking new to the Shasha Squad and you are loving the vibe, then just subscribe so that you don't miss what I'm gonna make with this box. Take care, my darlings, and I will see you all soon. Bye.